everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. It is 8:25 in the morning, it is Wednesday, and I'm going to have a quick shave before I head out to work. Just going to drop the kids off at a friend's house and then off to work for the rest of the day. So what I'm going to be using today is a shaving cream, which I've been waiting on a splash coming for. The splash came about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I just haven't quite had the day to use this. I'm looking forward to using it today because I want something to wake me up a bit. I'm still a little bit tired, and that is Elvado Royal Tahitian Lime Shaving Cream. Comes in a tub, comes in a tin. As you can see, I've used this twice. I've test lathered it and I've obviously put some in my bowl today. But the only downside to this tin that I've found is when it came with a big ding on it right there. I'm not quite as finicky as Christopher David Bailey over at Chris Eyelander, but still a little bit annoying, just a little bit. So what I've done is I've stuck it in my Saponificio shaving grail bowl, Saponificio Varicino shaving grail. I put quite a fair bit in there because, as you guys know now, if you've watched me for a bit, I don't muck around now with soaps and shaving creams, just loads. I'll put loads in the bowl. I've got enough to last me my whole lifetime and probably my kids' lifetime now, so you might as well use it. And just the brush I'm using today is the Brush Guy. There we go. Beautiful brush. It's got the 24mm boss knot, or if you're more familiar with the Game Changer, it's pretty much the same knot. I'm going to bowl lather today. I haven't bowl lathered for quite a while. And from it, oh, it smells good. Scent strength at the tub's not that great. It's probably maybe a 3.5 or 4, but it is a really nice citrusy scent. It is Royal Tahitian Lime, but it is a mixture of orange and lemons and other citrus fruits. So it gives it a real sort of complex, lemony, limey sort of scent. But lime's definitely the predominant scent that I get when I smell it, which is good because lime's probably my favourite smelling citrus fruit. That along with grapefruit. Alright, starting to get a beautiful lather now. As you can see, still a little bit aerated, so I'm just going to give it just a quick beat for another minute or so, but probably less, another 20 seconds or so. Right, there we go, beautiful. There's loads more in the bowl, I'm just pulling it a little bit just to sort of show you. Scent strength, probably about a 4.5, maybe a 5, round about there. It's not super strong, but it's not super mild, it's nice, right in the middle. Right, let's wet the face. Back to cold water today. Well, not back to cold water, I think I used it last time, but I do prefer a cold water shave, a bit more refreshing. So here we go. I've just been watching Kevy Shea's latest video this morning when I woke up. I haven't watched it all yet because it just gave me the bug to have a shave. But he's using the Wind blade in it. It seems to be the flavour of the month at the moment. Something I'd love to get hold of. I ain't forking out $400 for a razor, unfortunately. I think it's a bit ridiculously priced. Unless I somehow come into money, which I'm in the US Lotto Millions tonight. I think it's tonight. Or tomorrow night, I think it may be. Well, you cannot argue with the lather, that's for sure. Lather's superb. Right, going Merca 34C today. I haven't used this for quite a while. Got 2 days growth, and I'm using a brand new Treat Falcon. This was sent to me by Tony again, who sent me the Kai blade, which, as you know, has taken over my channel for 12 shaves. So let's just see how we go in the little Merca 34C. Feels alright, does it feel? Well, I don't know. Feels pretty smooth. Again, this could be the razor. I know this sounds probably a bit elitist, but the top of the range razors is especially the Timeless that I've got. They do spoil you for face feel and efficiency without having the aggressiveness that is superb. But these are just gorgeous little razors. Slickness seems to be very, very good. It's gliding over the skin. I'm wondering if this is a similar sort of blade again, where you just need that first few strokes. It's funny sometimes when you're doing that first pass, you just have the memories of when you did your first shave. And how terrible it was. Although in saying that, I don't think I actually got any nicks or cuts on my first shave, my very first one. I can't remember, so long ago. Right, what's the slickness like? It's alright, it's not brilliant, it's pretty good. It's sticking just a little bit, but better than some. It's not as good as the top stuff that I use, but I love the set. It's definitely in my top 2 creams that I've used, along with Castlephobes. The lather's superb. Like I say, the residual slickness isn't superb, it's not brilliant, but the slickness when you're shaving is, and the cushioning and protection is, and that's what you need. Residual slickness is only great for buffing up and touching up, but that's the only reason it's really there. Just feels more aggressive on one side than the other. It's another thing when you get a mass-produced razor, unlike the Timeless, it doesn't match up spot on sometimes. The only razors I've got that definitely do is the Mirka 34, the Mirka Progress, or the Murgress that I've got, and my Mueller R41. My Edwin Jagger D89 did as well, but I no longer have that. Yeah, really impressed. It's actually playing through it now. I'm getting a very comfortable shave. I think it's just that first sort of few strokes. Let's just check the residual slickness again. Yeah, it's not great residual slickness. You'll actually see if you watch the head. Sort of bouncing, jittering. But like I say, that's not a not a deal breaker for me anymore. It never has been, but it just gives people the option of being able to continuously shave the same area to get BBS, which isn't a problem for me because I don't normally chase the dragon. There's been quite a bit of debate as well with these synthetic knots. What's the best and what feels like what. Now, I haven't used every synthetic knot. I've used Edwin Jaggers, the Omega High synthetic. I've obviously used the Boss or Game Changer, the Tuxedo, and I've used a couple of sort of unbranded ones, unnamed ones. And what I've found is the Tuxedo knot or the Black Wolf is easily the softest knot in the market. Softer than any natural hairbrush. I don't care if anyone tells me it's softer, but it has the backbone of the best backbone brush out there. It's superb. The Boss knot also has great backbone, but it's probably closer feeling to a natural fibre, to a natural hair. It feels more like a natural hairbrush on your skin. It's a little bit scrubbier. It's not scritchy, but it's a little bit scrubby. You've got a little bit more feel of it. A 34C is shaving very, very smoothly indeed. The scent on the cream is lovely. It's performing very, very well. It's making an amazing lather for a cream. I do find it a little bit harder to get a great lather out of cream, especially a voluminous lather. But this one, no problem at all. Very similar to Castle Falls, there's no issues with actually getting a great lather from it. And I mean, I'm going over the same spot there and it's going over it fine. I'm not having any issues with the residual slickness when I'm just doing it straight onto the skin. When I wet my face and do it that way, I'm not getting the same amount. But when it's like that, it's quite a bit. So I suppose in a sense it probably is pretty good for touching up. Right, I'm just going to lather up everything. Empty my bowl out of lather. And John over at Elvado is a really nice guy. I've spoken to him quite a bit on Facebook and he's actually bringing out some new shaving creams that can be used with a brush and without a brush, which are apparently very, very good. It's not my thing not to use a brush now, I love using the brush, but it's excuse me, it's certainly something that people would look at, especially for travel. Especially if you're not too fussed on taking a brush with you. Now you might only have expensive brushes and don't want to risk it. I keep seeing some guys on Facebook at the moment chucking up. I can't remember who it was, but he threw up a photograph of 6 purple haze brushes. I think they were Wybog or Weebog. I can't remember the other brands. It's sort of big, well-known ones. I think they're all artisan made. Well, that has given me a superb shave, irritation-free superb shave. Right, straight into the Humphreys. Citrus. The reason I'm using citrus is this is lemon, lime and orange, which is pretty much what's in the Royal Tahitian Lime. It does have a nice scent, but like I say, as much as the Humphreys is nice, it does the same job as Thea's. Thea's smells better. It really does. It doesn't matter what one I use, it does smell better. I think I tried to convince myself otherwise in the beginning, but still great stuff, still smells good, but it just doesn't smell quite as good. So I'll probably stick with Thea's. I think once this stuff runs out, we'll see how we go. Okay, while that's drying in, we'll look at what we've used. Elvado Royal Tahitian Lime Shaving Cream. Beautiful stuff. Hooked up a great lather in my Saponificio Varacino shaving grail bowl. So there's not much left in there. But the scent strength's definitely a 5, maybe just a touch more. The brush was the Brush Guy brush, made by Matt Martin. I think their soaps are called Mason Boutique. I think his wife makes those, I think. I haven't had the pleasure of using one yet, but they get good reviews. These brushes, I'll be perfectly honest, I love this brush now. Before I had one in my hands, I was never sold on the shape, but the shape just works. It's very, very comfortable to hold. It just sits perfectly right there. Extremely comfortable to hold. And once you actually get them in your hands with the colours and things like that, they're just beautiful brushes. Got the Boss knot in there. I think it's a 24mm. It could be a 26, but I think it's a 24. And it feels great. It's got a great face feel as well. Really nice and soft, scrubby but not screechy. The razor today was the Mirka 34C. I really enjoyed this shave with this little guy today. Great little razor, 2-piece. And it's got the Treat Falcon, which performed very, very well. Quite impressed with the blade actually. That first few passes I'm always a little bit, I don't know if it's any good, but it was really nice, smooth shave, and I've got no irritation. These two little bits here are actually two little spots, and I'm sure William's watching this, William Tretzler, he's probably watching and laughing now, because I reckon I've got these little spots here from overusing that last blade. I think it's yeah, it's really caused me a couple of little issues. Okay, I'm now going to finish off with the Elvado Royal Tahitian Lime Splash. Alcohol free. It's not splash, it's aftershave tonic. This smells superb. It's got a hint of mint in there, so I'm not sure if it's menthol or mint, but it smells like mint. So let's get a good splash of that in my hands. Now I've heard the post-shave feel with this stuff is superb, so I'm really looking forward to this. Oh. Well, I don't know what's in there. I'm going to have to look it up. I think it may actually be, it's almost like the rind of the fruit. Oh no, I think it's menthol. It's menthol or mint. But it's really, whew, it feels great. I don't know whether you guys can see that shine on my skin. It's got a lovely, lovely, oh yeah, it's starting to really, not burn now, well this is like a light, like a cooling burn. I think it's menthol. I don't know if it's got the ingredients on here. No, it has as well. Water, witch hazel, aloe leaf juice, polysorbate, sodium lactate, fragrance, 100% natural essential oil, Lexgalt, glycerol, caprylyl, glycerol and desalinate. So according to that, there's no menthol in it. So the only thing I can imagine I'm feeling right now, I've actually got no idea what I'm feeling. It could be the sodium lactate. I'm only guessing that's salt. That could be what the burn is. But it feels great. Yeah, the post-shave feel, it's going to be nice. I can feel it already. Anyway guys, thanks very much for tuning in. I'm just about to hit 20 minutes, so I'm going to leave you guys to it. So stay safe. Don't say safe. Stay safe. Drive safe. Don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.